Hello everyone, this is Shriyam Balaji. In this video, I'll walk you through how to build your first autonomous agent with Copilot Studio. Let's get started. A brief look at my socials, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, and the website. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. How do you get started with Copilot Studio? Go ahead and go to the URL aka.ms/Copilot Studio. Hit on the try free button. So once you do that, you can enter work email and a few more details, and then you can get started with building your agents. Just want to give a high level steps for building an autonomous agent. First, you start with the trigger where you tell your agent when to act. The next step is you provide the detailed instructions how your agent should behave. This will be in the form of natural language. So, based on instruction, the autonomous agent will create a dynamic plan of how to execute your instruction. You also connect your autonomous agent to your data, knowledge, and the applications. Once you have built your agent, then you can deploy it to your multiple channels. Let's walk through a quick demo of an autonomous agent. This agent is called Customer Sentiment Detect Agent. This agent detects customer sentiment from incoming emails. So let's trigger this agent. I'll go here and click on this. So the trigger here is this agent will activate when a new email arrives. So I'll just select this email, which I already have sent earlier. I'll say start testing. I just quickly share this is the email I had sent earlier. This is the one I'm saying about there's an issue with my Surface laptop, and then I send it to this mailbox. As you can see here, the trigger has been detected, and what it has done is summarize the email, and then it has sent out an apology email to the user to address the issue. So if I good Outlook here. So you can see this is the apology email it has sent. Now let me walk through how I created this agent. I clicked on new agent. I'll just say skip to configure. I'll call it customer sentiment agent. So I'll give the description for the agent. So I'll say you're an agent that detects customer sentiment from incoming emails, and I'll go hit on create. So this is setting up the agent. So the agent is ready. It's called the customer sentiment agent. Let's go ahead and add a trigger. So before doing that, we need to enable generative AI. Let me click on settings and click on generative. Hit save. Takes a few seconds. Okay, that's done. So now let me come back to this, and then I'll say add trigger. Now you can see that I can see the button called add trigger. I click on add trigger. So these are the different triggers available where you can invoke the agent based on any of these triggers. I am looking for a specific trigger here. So when a new mail arrives, so let me click on this. Takes a few seconds to load. So here we can add other triggers too, like you can saw there like a database trigger. These are basically the Power Automate triggers. So I'll just give a trigger name that's fine when the new mail arrives, and then these are the different connections. That's Microsoft Copilot Studio as well as the Outlook. So I'll just click next. I'll actually give the email. to email, and I'll say create trigger. So this creates a flow in the background. So I'll share flow in a second. Now it has successfully created the trigger. I hit close. Let me show the flow it is created. So this is the trigger when a new email arrives, and to this email, to the that is when this flow is triggered. And you also have sends a prompt to a specified copilot. So you have to say which copilot or which agent we are sending a message to, and this is sending the body of the email to the copilot agent. Just want to touch upon creating another trigger. Let me show you. The trigger is activated when a row is added, modified, deleted, and dataverse. Let me click on that. Click next here. I can say what's added. When a row is added, I'll choose the table name as, let's say, I want to say accounts table, uh, scope, I'd say arc. So, and then I can hit create trigger. So I'll not be creating this here because I'll not be using it. I just want to show you how we can create different triggers. Next thing I want to show you is how to add the instructions. I'll click on edit here. This is really important. This is where the autonomous agents follows the steps provided by the creator. So here I'm saying follow steps one, two, three, four below. Step one, read the email and summarize it. Step two, extract the email address in the sender name. Step three, detect the sentiment. And step four, if the sentiment is negative, it'll send an email uh, to the user, and then I'll ask for an apology. So, based on these instructions, the autonomous agent creates a dynamic plan. Now, let's talk about knowledge. Let me add the knowledge sources. I'll go with the public website. I'll say support.microsoft.com. Click on that. Just give it a few seconds to add the website. Now let's add another knowledge source. This time I'm going to say SharePoint. I'm going to paste the link here. This is the knowledge from the SharePoint site. In the SharePoint site, you can store any documents which can actually provide knowledge to the autonomous agent. Click on add. Takes a few seconds. Now let's upload a file as a knowledge source. Go here, click on this, click add. Takes a few seconds to upload the file. Finally, let's add Dataverse as a knowledge source. Let me choose Dataverse. I'll choose account as a table. Click next. Go next again. Click add. It takes a few seconds to add that Dataverse table. Here you can see it has added account as the knowledge source. Now let's go over actions. An action can be used to extend the agent. So an action, what it does, it allows you to interact or integrate with external systems. Uh, there are two types of actions. When you enable the generative mode, this will be a generative action. So what this does is the agent can select the appropriate action based on the conversation. Whereas if it's in the classic mode, the thing is you have to use a topic to call an action. Let's go ahead and add an action. Just want to touch upon different types of action. Uh, then action can be of type connector or connector actions. So you can integrate with the different systems with the commonly used connectors, and you can also use a flow as an action. The action will call the flow there. And you can also use custom connectors. Let's say you have a custom API, then you can use a custom connector. Or if you have a bot framer skill, you can use this type of action. Let me go ahead and select the send an email action. Takes a few seconds. Here to choose the end user authentication, you have two options. One is user authentication that will use the authentication user who is logged in. For now, I'll just choose Copilot author authentication because I am the Copilot author. It use my authentication. I'll go ahead and click next. Here you can see the inputs and outputs for the action. So let me go ahead and show you a few inputs here. So one of the inputs for this action is the two. This is where the person who we are actually sending the email to. This is the email address of that person. So here, as you can see, your option of the agent that can dynamically fill with the best option. Or you can actually set a static value for it. I'll leave it as dynamically fill with the best option. So what the AI does, based on the conversation, it will fill out the two. Let me hit finish to create the action. Takes a few seconds. Here you can see the action that has been created. The last step is to publish your autonomous agent to the channels. So click on channels. I'll go ahead and publish. Before that, we need to actually check a few things: the agent's name and the icon, if you're happy with that, and also the security the Copilot uses. Just give it a second. These are the various authentication options. One is no authentication, that is, you don't want the user to provide authentication details. Uh, the next one is Authenticate Microsoft. This we typically use for Microsoft Teams, Power Apps, or Microsoft 365 Copilot. So I'll just choose this and then go ahead here and click on Publish. Say Publish. It takes a few seconds to publish. You can see the agent has been published successfully. Thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.